You know, the discussion about the state fire assistance, and that is also an area that I would certainly have concerns with. In FY15, when we saw over 10 million acres burned nationally, 5.1 million of those acres was in Alaska, and what we received through the state fire assistance and the volunteer assistance programs, as you know, Chief, is great support for us. So when we look at these proposed cuts, we see that it hits Alaska pretty hard with regards to that support for key fire staff and leadership positions, as well as the initial attack firefighters. So I guess the question to you as we're looking at this budget proposal is why not propose to make larger investments in these programs, again, in order to save the costs up front. It just seems to me that when we're talking about how we tackle these fires, that money up front is money well spent.
Well, Madam Chair, I agree with you about making the upfront investment. And with this budget request, we had to prioritize what was the highest priority work, and that is the work on the national forests, reducing threat to communities. And yes, there are some trade-offs. And I'll point out again, when I think of the $156 million increase in the 10-year average, if we had a solution to that, where you did not have to provide that level of increase in funding, it would go a long way to resolve a lot of these other issues that we have with our budget. These are very difficult reductions that we're proposing, to very important programs, but it's just a matter of priorities.
Well, and I think you have clearly heard, I think just about every member who has been here this morning has raised this issue. It was again, this almost the exclusive subject of conversation between us as appropriators and me on the authorizing side with Senator Cantwell this morning with the Secretary. So working with the administration to finally resolve this, I think, has got to be key, because as I look to your budget and the budget proposal, so much of this is really contingent on getting a fix, finally resolving this.